Good morning. Did a mile run this morning. That's a first in a long time. Welcome to the commute. It is a refreshing 85 degrees this morning. And I mean refreshing. That's Arizona. Like, the morning feels good. Probably 110. But it was a good temp for that 1 mile run. Now, I didn't run consistently for a mile, but I did go a mile. Took the pup out for a run this morning. I figured she deserves a run and Daddy needs a run. So we did it together. Listening to the radio this morning, it's nothing but another day of hypocrisy in politics. It's like every day, all day. Donald Trump's the bad guy, and you know, I've got certain opinions over certain different topics. Maybe I'll talk about them someday. I did bring my little ballot. I gotta vote. I love it because I don't have to step into a voting booth. This is for local election stuff, governor and treasurer and commissioner and all this other stuff. That there's tons of signs everywhere, and it's kind of lame that you have to look at a sign. I'm going to spend some time online today. I'll have to look candidates up and see what their little spiel is, because it's difficult. It's how, like, I haven't been in any town hall meetings. I don't know. Maybe I need to have my ear closer to the ground to see really how to get to know people on the lower level. The higher level is somewhat the same though too. I mean, I think they actually should step back and use just all the public forums to help people decide on a president and take the money out of it. Because if you could take the money out of it, then people without money could run. Because you could have all the free public programming you want, do it all through debates and not through commercials that say something and really don't say something. And maybe, just maybe, we could get some people and try and get the rich people that have money or have rich people's backing of all that money in positions making decisions to just people that are good for the position. And there's definitely got to be a better way. And taking money out of it seems like a good start. Anyway, I'm going to get mine voted on, because if you don't vote, you don't have a voice. So don't cry to me, Argentina. Better shut it down. Got a little guy over here gonna cross the intersection. Yeah, don't cry to me if you don't actually vote about what's going on in the world, because there's a lot going on, and a lot of people don't just cry about it. So about my run this morning, the thing that's always in the back of my head, I do some book on audiobooks. Book on audio. Book on, it's not even CD, right? It's just I download it and stream it through audio books. And that's only something, and it's been a good thing. I've got all this time on the commute, right? To listen to and try and get information or expand my thinking, because if one thing's true, it's doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Some people call that the definition of insanity, to do the same thing, expect different. So I'm just trying to switch things up a little bit, you know. Over time, I look at life, business, projects, what's working, what's not working. There's got to be something I can try. So I'm doing some audiobooks. The first one I listened to, well, the first one that was actually recommended to me was actually just, I couldn't find it. I didn't know there was going to be so many options about this specific book that someone sat down with me in a Primerica meeting. It was interesting because Primerica is not really my forte. I told them I'd rather invest in me than invest in the markets, and I still believe that. So anyway, but it was interesting because she recommended a book. I'm like, I could do books while I'm to and from work. Maybe that'll be good. Because it's funny, we actually do some of these when we road trip, but we've got this one right now, Fablehaven. We've done part 1, we're on part 2. And the guy that's doing the book likes to do the voices because there's so many different characters. And there's this creepy voice, and unfortunately our 2-year-old, he was super quiet, but I turn back and I look at him and he's just got this face of fear. He's just sitting back there wondering where this voice is coming from, and it was super sad that the voice was creeping him out. And so we had to shut that one down because it was just too creepy. And then when he's sleeping, we don't want to wake him up with the creepy voice. So, you know, we've always enjoyed these things, but I decided to start going in a different direction, and one of the books I chose was Own Your Day. Now it's I couldn't tell you who it's by right off. I mean, those are details, and I don't pay attention to specifics and details on names, but the content was really good. It was kind of refreshing. His morning ritual, so he goes through all these different things that he does and recommends, and there's research and there's other levels of it. Good book, recommend it. So Own Your Day. The concept for him is, you know, you wake up and you have a ritual. He's got this kind of like ionized water, you know, you put some mineral salt and some water and a little bit of lemon. Cocktail, sits by his bed, he says he wakes up, drinks that, goes and does some burpees, maybe a little bit of stretching, then goes and takes a cold shower. And I tried the mineral water. It's kind of difficult. I might lighten it up and do it once in a while, but not like all the time. But I follow the concept of lubricate instead of, you know, sugars or other things. Let your body get up, get moving, and lubricate with a little bit of water. So I'll do that. And I've been doing the burpees. I didn't even know what a burpee was. I've heard about this from CrossFit folks. I had to go look it up. So I do some burpees in the morning, or I had been at least. I still could, I guess, but today I switched it up for that run, because it's an unfortunate thing. We've got this little puppy, she's super cute, needs more love, and I'm like, well, I could at least give you some love fresh in the morning, and so that's what I'm going to do. It's like kill two birds with one stone, right? I see that as an effectiveness in life, is see everything you have going on and then decide how you can mix and match it to accomplish and kind of hammer things away and complement each other. So that's how I'm going to do it. I need some time to get the body moving, so I hydrate. I need to get moving. Set of burpees. Maybe I'll do burpees after the run. But I did the mile run, and running's not awesome, but these ASICS shoes I have, they're like running on sunshine. And you can sing that song if you want. It's going to be in your head all day. Running on, except it's walking on sunshine. Oh, but I do. I feel good afterwards. And that's interesting because I'm about 20 pounds heavier than I should be right now. So for a mile run that I haven't done in forever, and having bad knees and things from surgeries, those ASICS shoes, man, I think they're for, you know, the wife bought them. And they're probably for off-road trail running. Super dope. Super dope. So comfy. Doesn't hurt my joints. Feels like I'm running on sunshine, and it feels good. So yeah, I didn't run the full mile, but I did put in, you know, a good mile around the neighborhood. I'm gonna try and expand that pretty quickly, you know, 2 to 3 miles every morning, see what I can do. But after that, I do the cold shower thing, man. I've already got the situation where it's totally beneficial, because I waste a good amount of water every morning, because we have our bathroom on the far side of the house, which means from water heater to our room is quite a long stretch, and there's a lot of cold water in between waiting for that warm water to arrive, right? So it's already perfect. Like, stop wasting water. I just throw on the shower and jump in. And that's a concept I think anybody should try. I mean, you can obviously picture anybody's face or how they look when they jump in cold water, and the shriveling of the nuggets, just the whole breathing that it causes. So that's another thing he gets into, is intentional breathing. And but it's super dope because it causes you to like breathe and kind of do some release some, you know, of these chemicals and endorphins and all these different things into your body to cause that little bit of shock. It's awesome. I recommend a cold shower in the morning. And by the time the warm water shows up, if my washing routine is done, I'm done. And I love it. Totally love it. And it's even easier after the run to do that. Like if you just wake up and want to jump in a cold shower, your body fights it like nobody's business. It's like, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to. So anyway, it was a good morning, and I think the puppy will like it. So 85 degrees isn't bad. We can do that. So that's an audiobook I recommend. I'm finished with it. So there's a lot of different things to talk about when you go through it, but I don't want to ruin it for you. You should listen to it and then maybe come back to me with some comments. But what I'm on doing right now is Rise and Grind. It's a Damon John book. Of course, I can remember his name. He's a pretty cool guy, man. I like the philosophy. You can see the difference in how they were raised. I mean, the Rise and Grind guy had something when he was raised. Damon John didn't. Everybody probably knows his story and his, FUBU days. And kind of how he got there. And people that haven't had really have a whole different perspective and work ethic. And then the work ethic from the Own Your Day, it's not that there was no work ethic, but it was this, take a nap during the day, and there's a proper amount of time for your nap, and paying attention to all these little different things. And then the Rise and Grind, it's half and half. I mean, is that there's this grind of like, I should be up, I should be doing something, and if I'm not out there killing it, somebody else is killing it and gonna kill me, like Mark Cuban says. And so I'm enjoying the Rise and Grind book. I'm kind of in the middle. I believe there's a certain amount of time in the day you've lost it, so I always try and take advantage of that time. And but I also believe I got to spend some time with the family, do things that are quality. I'm not going to take naps. I've got a 2-year-old, and heaven knows I probably need a nap. But naps, they're not going to work for me. We've even got this quiet room at work where I could go lay down and take a snoozer, I guess, but it's not going to be me. I think I'd rather be editing some video or fitting something into that little bit of time, because when I am away from my family, that's when I'm trying to be the most productive I can for my business, because when I'm with my family, I'd like to be with my family. So that's me. It's where I'm at. It's been enjoyable. Those are my daily recommendations for today. Rise and Grind, I'll talk more about it later when I finish it. I just barely started it. It's shorter, but Own Your Day, it's a good book, good read, good listen. Yeah, I sent some stuff out last week as far as business notes, because part of this the commutes to almost give me a little bit of a note, a little bit of a history, kind of like a journaling. So I was trying to look up Bob Hurley, because his name kind of came up, and I'm like, I'm interested in what I'm doing, specifically, but maybe you know somebody. And that's another thing about networking and talking to people and doing things, is that you never know what one contact might lead to, another contact might lead to someone that's the right contact or the right connection. And so I don't know, it was a random thing, Bob Hurley. I'm like, I wonder, and I looked Hurley up, and then I'm like, well, they were acquired by Nike. I don't know how long ago that was, but it led me to do some things, make some submissions, and do some work there. So I sent some stuff off, because what I was hoping for in the overseas connections kind of dribbled out. Usually I'll have more feedback by this point on some of those leads. Can't say that's probably going to pan out. I'm not sure what's happening there. And then I've got a connection with doing some moto stand thing in Florida that I've been doing for a while, and that's just kind of trickling. I mean, they're totally into the idea, and now they've handed it off to a local manufacturing, and they're just taking their time. And I'm trying not to be a pain, because it's just not worth it. You got to keep good relationships. You got to keep the things that work for you. And I've licensed stuff to them before, so I don't need to push too hard. I'll have some other ideas to license to them later anyway, so I might as well just roll with it. Roll with the punches. That's what I tell to people when things don't go so well. When go for the gold and you come back empty. When your ups are down and your few and your downs are plenty. I don't know if anybody recognizes that tune, but that's shows my age. Roll with the punches, baby. Roll with them. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Anyway, it's right up there with we got to pray just to make it today, you know. Yeah, anyway, I am almost 3/4 of the way to work. It's been a good day, good start to the day. It's a Monday. I had some more carbon fiber paddle orders. It's super dope that people want the carbon fiber. I think I might try and do the Miami Ultra Skate this year. I've done it once, and I did it just for research. I did no investment in working out, getting in shape, getting fit for the 24-hour skating, paddling. Miami Ultra Skate is. I put in 80 miles. I actually planned my flight because I had certain windows to do it, and I was flying out before it was actually finished. I mean, because literally I wanted to be there, touch it, feel it, and jump out to see what it was like. And it was a good experience. I enjoyed it. 80 miles in some 14 hours is still quite a few miles of just paddling. And this year, well, technically it's next year because it's in January, but this year, I think I'll go back, and I might actually try and prepare a little bit, get a good skate, get fit, try and put down some miles, hit the 200-mile club, and see if I can do a little bit better than that. But I've been selling a lot of the carbon fiber stuff. Some of it's been going all over the world, Canada, France, different places. But I would love for other people to come and hang out. You know, people that actually are doing this. I'm 42. I've got too many hobbies. I don't paddle every day. I mean, I enjoy it, and it's a great thing to have in my life. But for those people that are dedicated to something, I would love for you to show up at Miami Ultra Skate, January 28th. Put down some miles with the old paddle, and give me somebody to hang out with and push to the barriers of what we can possibly do. See what happens. I think the paddle design and the options and the things that it can bring totally could put something in the books, something, you know, worth noting. I think the paddle design's solid. Paddle design, still believe in it. To help somebody not beast mode be beast mode, you know. And just because you can be beast mode and do something hardcore because you do it every day doesn't mean that the paddle actually outperforms as far as equipment level. So, with my spiel on the land paddle, I think I'm going to finish this up. If you've never land paddled, you should, because getting on the water is a great day. If you've got good water and you're stand-up paddling, oh my gosh, there are a few things as enjoyable when it comes to exercise as stand-up paddling on some solid good water and having a good day. But it's commitment. You get out there, there might be wind, might be a lot of people, a lot of boats, but when you're on the pavement, not an issue. Paddle right out of my driveway, paddle right back into the old garage, and a day not on the water is a day not wasted for sure. You're paddling, you know. We got this push paddle pump campaign we're pushing. Got some shirts. If you want some shirts, make some comments. Maybe I'll send you a shirt. Push paddle pump, because when you're pushing a skateboard, the pushers like to make fun of the guys with the paddle. I'm a paddler, I'm a pusher. The reason I paddle is for the upper body core workout, and I like to push. I get further if I'm pushing and paddling. And then pumping is just kind of fun. You have a good board that you can pump. Again, it's another addition to some more of the workout in the core, but it makes for a solid good day out there on a skate. Not only will you put in more miles with less effort, you'll actually just enjoy being out more because it won't be just work. You'll be able to enjoy more of your time, get out more, go further, and do it more often because you like it. I mean, it's a win, win, and a win. It's like 25 wins right there. So do it. Look it up, rapstick.com. You want to follow my other stuff? ZenX10Inc.com. I just redid a logo, paid a guy, he's super cool, 99 designs, you know, has some good connections. Gonna be making some ZenX10 shirts. I need to redo the stickers on my truck. They're all so weathered and faded. I should do a wrap because this thing is beat, but I'll just re-sticker it. So yeah, a wrap, and that's a wrap. I think wraps for a truck's probably like $2,000, and that's not very much money. Still tempted, but I'll probably still spend that money on other projects first. Someday when I get big, I'll put a wrap and upgrade my suspension. Maybe a supercharger when I get big. Anyway, peace out. Thanks for listening to The Commute. I might post 2 a day, I'm not sure. You know, I have a chance to and from work to talk about the talk. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Thanks for the love. Peace.